Hey everyone, Casey aka TheRealMegaMiner here, back with episode 9 I believe of Kingdom Builder. As you can see, we're here on the farm with our absolute monstrosity of chickens. As you can see here, I probably have, I don't know, like well over 100 at least. There's the sheer amount of animals we have going on is just absolutely ridiculous. And right now I'm hearing like a ticking noise and I don't even know why. But the world is so friggin' laggy, but I figured I might as well start off showing you guys the world because I spend a lot of the videos wasting time on the recap that should go just a lot faster. But as you can see, this is what the farm looks like. We have our rabbits all the way down there, then we have our pigs, cows, sheep, and then chickens. And as you can see, a lot of them glitch out of the cages and they just end up getting out somehow. I don't even know why half the time, but a lot of cleanup is in order. And the level of lag is just ridiculous, so I'm going to have to cut down on all those hundreds of chickens. But I just wanted to show you guys to see what progress that I've made, and now it's getting pretty dark. But I put in so much work over the past episode. I went down into that cave that I showed you. I'm not sure which episode I showed you that in, but oh no, we're missing a block. I went into the cavern, and I just mined, and mined, and mined. So now we have like an obscene amount of coal and an obscene amount of iron as well as some diamonds. So I'll show you that in a bit. But first, let's go over what happened last episode. Last episode, I asked you guys, what should we name the farmer? Now, I haven't... Oh, gee dang it. I haven't actually gotten him from underneath the castle yet. No wonder. I was holding on shift. I have a bad habit about shift clicking things. That's why the sign didn't work. I asked you guys, what should we name the farmer? And I just want to say, there were so many great responses. This is probably like the best turnout we've had for the Swinmead suggestion question. So I'm very thankful to everybody that chimed in. And don't worry, I'm not trying to be like partial towards anybody. It's just, you know, the best of the best. And thanks to everybody that keeps on commenting. But this one, I decided to take a little creative licensing of my own. So the name of the farmer is... Here, maybe I should write, here lives, and the name is Otto Krupp. Now, this name, well, let me add in the farmer. And we'll probably change the sign later, and maybe we can use a name tag on him. So this suggestion comes from two people, actually. I decided to add two names together. We have Red Silvers, who suggested Krupp, and then we had the Cubic Crafter, who suggested Otto. So that was what happened there, and that will be the farmer. I'll add him in by next episode, more than likely. And look, there's like chickens everywhere. They're in our farm. They're friggin' everywhere. Anyway, but that's the work that I got done over at the farm. All that farm work is done. We got the name. I still haven't gotten around to taking down the banners because I've just been doing so much mining. Haven't done any more adventuring, but let me show you that real quick. So if we look in here, I had to add more chests. So this is just the cobblestone chest. This is from all the stone that we've gathered. This is the wooden chest. Used up a decent amount of it. This is general materials. Sorry about that. And then the cloth chest is still the same. Then if we move on over to the general chest, this thing is now overflowing because I cut down the banner chest and combined everything. As you can see, we've got 43 solid blocks of iron as well as some extra left over. Picked up a decent amount of gold and redstone. I pretty much mined all of the coal possible in the underground cavern that I could. Side note, there was like even another ravine, and that's not even really done, but for the most part, that's pretty much like cleared out. So this is like the absurd amount of coal we have, as well as the lapis. So generally, that's all the stuff that we have, and then if we move over here, we have most of the goods. So as you can see, I found a good vein of diamonds. I found one with 8, and then another one with 7. I turned 3 that we got in the adventuring that I did from the temple, or it might have been one of the blacksmiths or whatever, and I turned that into a diamond pickaxe, as you can see here with my lovely texture pack on. And so I also mined up some obsidian so we can go to the nether, and I think I picked up another ender pearl within there. And as you can see, we still got more ores lying around. But today, for this episode, we're gonna finally finish up the castle, which I've been meaning to do. Finally, we'll get around to it, and you know, what's a king without his castle, of course. Also, here's the map. This is what the farm looks like. I added some bone meal around to help like flesh out the area a bit. We'll probably add more along the river here, some chests and other things, and like backup shears for the sheep, which are right here, of course. Anyway, so that's what we have going on, and yeah. But before that, let's go with the Swin Mead suggestion question for this episode. And my question for you guys is, so what should we do with the well? Because I want to keep it around for like some significance of the old town before we ransacked it, blew it up, decimated it, whatever you want to say. And I still want it to be like some sort of marker. So should we take it down completely? Should we build it up straight like a tower and then add some kind of walkway between it and the castle? I'm not really sure what purpose that would serve to us. I just don't know. Maybe it could be someplace we jump into to go down into a mine shaft below. Like, get as creative as you can, and like something that maybe serves a practical use for the town too, because like my whole thing about like connecting it with a walkway, that doesn't really work, because if somebody would attack your castle, you would want to raise the drawbridge, and so they would have to like go through the moat, or you know what I'm saying? So I mean, that wouldn't really make sense. So get creative, because right now it's just like a weird well sitting off to the side of a castle. So let's go sleep, and then we'll get right to it. And this shouldn't take too long. It'll just be finishing up the second set of spires, and then putting the kind of like homely part to it on top. So here we go. Let's take some blocks. I spent a decent amount of time just working on these, and I can't imagine us needing much more than this, considering we used what, like 10 stacks or so for the basement and the bottom layer. I can't see us needing very much more after this. So, and then we'll also have to dig out this for the drawbridge. I'm not sure if we'll get to that this episode. It just depends on how long it goes, of course, because last one was pretty long. It went 30 minutes, and part of that I think is because I spent like, what was it, like 10 minutes just trying to explain I don't want to use my diamond pick. Just trying to explain what we did in the meantime, and that's kind of ridiculous, and I don't want to bore people with that. Earlier, I did just some height. So the first floor was 5 bricks, I believe. So considering this is the first one right here, which will also act as a wall, then we go up 4 from that. So this should be the general height, if all goes according to plan, of each of the spires. So if not, we can always change it. So, but we might end up also adding another layer on top. So in total, it'll be like, what, 11 or 12, something like that. But should turn out pretty decent. And maybe we'll have to climb up back later to add on half slabs. It just really depends on what it looks like, if it looks good at all. And then, of course, later on, I'll probably get upset and be like, oh, they need windows too, so then we'll have to go back and add windows, who knows. Or if you guys, of course, think it doesn't look good enough, and if you want something to be changed, then we can also change it. Alright, so we got these 3. Side note, just like as a general idea for the keep, one of my friends has been experimenting with beacons, so when we finally get to beating the Wither, whenever that is, considering we haven't even got to the dragon yet, we should add in our beacon and have it set to daytime nighttime system. So when we finally get there, I'll probably ask you guys what colors we should use. But until that day, okay, I can't tell. I think this is the highest it should be, and then we cap it off here, because what I'm looking at over at the other spire is its guardrail type blocks. Can we make this jump? Let's see. This is probably gonna end really poorly. Here we go. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right, does this look center or not center? Does this look level? I think it's level. Let's see. We're at level 81, and we're inside. Oh, by the way, it's day 109. We're almost 4 months into this world. That's like how many days I just spent mining it. Like before that, it was probably like, oh, we're not gonna make that one. Ow. Before I started doing the giant mining expedition that I did, it was probably day like 90 or so. Didn't mention. I try to mention it as often as possible, but you know, you forget. So. Alright, so 81 should be the block level that we're standing at. This It's weird because the village we're on in this savanna biome is like pretty close to water, like sea level in a way, which is kind of interesting. See, we're at 81, so should stop it off here. And for the actual dimensions of the inner house, which, as I'm seeing, we're kind of running low on blocks. Maybe I'll eat my own words, and we will end up needing to go back for more. It will pretty much just be freeform. I don't have any definite plans for it right now, and I expect lots of suggestions on how to make it better. For this episode, we're just doing the outside, and then probably next episode, since I haven't really thought out about what I'll be doing next, we'll probably do the details on the inside. As you can see in that chest, I amassed a decent amount of gold. If we can just get a bit more, we'll be set with that solid gold throne, which I'm looking forward to. That or making gold armor for the armor stands. Yeah, we might as well just fill this in all the way to the top. And there we go. So we've almost completed all of them. This needs to be filled in. And we're getting pretty close to being done. I'm just so happy as to how the farm turned out. It turned out really nice in my opinion. Especially with the lily pads I went back and added. It just looks really nice. Only thing is I want to change that, but I'm not sure what to change it to. I didn't mean to do that. We need to heal up, or otherwise next time we fall, gonna end up dying. This armor is certainly taking a beating. Like, look at the shoes right now, and the helmet too. Oh, gee dang. There we go. Okay, let's wrap it up. Small little projects that I need to do also is the like space in between there. I'll probably put little benches there and add some like flowers in some way. Can't imagine that taking too long. Alright. What level are we at now? We're at 81. Beautiful. Then we just got to do the last one. Have you guys watched The Walking Dead at all? Just a side note, I watched the Season 5 premiere. I'm loving Season 5 right now. Although I think it turned out a bit gorier than it has in the past, I still really like it. You guys watch it? Let me know. I'm just really excited for Season 5. I don't want to mention any spoilers per se because I know how it is for some people. But, man, it's going great so far. Alright, what level are we at now? That hole is certainly dangerous to fall into. We are at 79. This one is taking a bit longer since it's much wider. And back way, should we moat that side too? I don't know. There's so many questions that I have. Alright, we're out of blocks. I just ate. I'm going to eat these words and go back and get the rest of them. But the rest should be enough. If not, then I'll have to go back with some coal that I gathered. I probably have a shovel in my inventory somewhere. Oh well. Alright, where are they? Here we are. Beautiful. Let's run on back. So far, so good. We're going to definitely have to add those half slabs and probably some half slabs up there because you can't tell that it's the top of the spires right now. So that's going to be a must right now. Or at least we need something here to at least designate it because, or denote it because it looks a little odd right now. Okay. Let me see how I can get back up to this one. Probably just build a mock staircase. This is good enough. Let's go on back. And geez, like that sheep over there is just like a prime example of how this place has gotten overflown with animals recently. What I do with the chicken eggs when I go there, since now there's like hundreds of chickens, I pick up like 2 full rows of eggs and I just throw them randomly because I don't really have anything else to do with them. Okay, F3, 81. Okay, and this should cap it off. Although I should have left a hole in the middle, but we'll get around to that later. I'm not sure if I torched the inside either. That's okay. Alright. Okay, so here are the spires. We're definitely going to have to add the half slabs. Let me just stick these here. We'll probably replace those with stairs at some point. And then put the little, like, divots or, you know, the little things in the walls. Okay, and then let's see. We have a decent amount of space to work with. So the staircase will wrap up either straight ahead or it'll wrap this way. Probably this way, so then you can look out over this way onto the kingdom. But I don't want the house to hug the side of the walls per se. But I want a decent amount of space, of course. So this should be a decent size. It's going to give us at least 2 blocks in most directions, except for this one up here. Maybe we'll... And of course, it's not really a house, but it'll act as my house. Okay, so it's mostly 2 blocks in all directions. And this should give us some ample working room. Then I'll probably destroy the shack and we can finally move in to our semi-permanent home. And then we'll just continually add it with our goodies. Dragon egg, all that stuff. Alright. So how tall should it be? Probably it'll go to 4 and then again we'll add those. I really should find out the technical castle term for it. But those, you know, little divots that they have, we'll add with half slabs. I'm sure I'm 100% certain there's a technical name for it. You know what? Bonus points. Mention what the little name for those, like, little tiny, like, up and down things and castles are. And you'll get a free shout out on the show, and I'll plug your channel. Why not? Okay. So now we just gotta roof this thing. Oh, no. We're getting low. Huh. Okay, so maybe we won't roof it right now. We'll roof as much as possible, and then I'll add the roof later on. Because, yeah, we're running out. In fact, I'll probably just... Oh, geez, that was unintentional. I'll probably just add the 4th layer, and then the roof will be added onto the 4th layer, and then I don't want to waste any time with the coal being prepared and, you know, stuff like that. Okay. Well, I think that just about wraps it up. I think it's looking pretty good so far. Could have ended up much worse, so we're doing all right so far. Need to torch it up a bit. There we go. And isn't that beautiful? The sun is setting over the kingdom of Swinmead. Well, guys, I think that'll about do it for this episode of Kingdom Builder. I know it's a little more shorter, at least it feels like it, but I want to get things in gear more or less because it feels like things are tending to drag on. Don't forget the suggestion question, which is what the heck should we do with that well, because I don't know what to do with it. And if you find out the friggin' names of the little uppy down things, which I sound so dumb saying right now, I'll mention you in the show. But thanks to everybody for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, or check out all the links on the screen now. Other than that, I'll see you next time. So as you can see where the farthest part is right there, that's the farthest I got in my journey to the west at least, and found another NPC village. I believe